Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here, and today we're diving into a choice that every serious player has to make, which pet truly unlocks Lara Croft's full potential. The answer isn't as simple as it looks, because the right decision can completely flip the outcome of a battle. Stick around, because I'm going to break down not just the stats, but the hidden advantages that most players overlook. Lara Croft has access to 3 pet patronages: Fenris, Mara, and Vex. Naturally, the big question is, which of these pets is the best partner for her, and which one should you avoid? The truth is, all 3 pets add value to Lara Croft's performance, but they do so in very different ways. To really understand which pet brings the most to her kit, we need to break it down into 2 layers: the base stats each pet provides, and the patronage skill they unlock for Lara. These 2 factors together determine how much of an impact the pet will make in battle. Starting with Fenris, this pet strengthens Lara in a very straightforward way, boosting both physical attack and armor penetration. Since Lara Croft's entire damage output relies on physical strikes and skills that scale with her physical attack stat, these bonuses immediately enhance her offensive power. Armor penetration is equally important, because it lets her bypass defensive walls and make her shots count even against bulky tanks. Put simply, Fenris plays into Lara's natural strengths and makes her a sharper weapon in battle. Mara, by contrast, offers a very different set of boosts: magic attack and magic defense. At first glance, the magic defense might look helpful for survival. It can give Lara a bit more breathing room when dealing with strong enemy mages. But the magic attack bonus is wasted on her, because all of Lara's damage is tied to physical stats. This creates a mismatch. While Mara can situationally help her survive magic-focused teams, she doesn't actually make Lara's arrows hit any harder. That's why Mara is the weakest option out of the 3 if we're looking at raw synergy with Lara's kit. Now, Vex is where things get really exciting. Vex provides the same kinds of stats as Fenris: physical attack and armor penetration, but the numbers are higher. With Vex, Lara receives an impressive 9,957 bonus to physical attack, compared to Fenris's 6,970. That's nearly 3,000 more raw attack, which is huge when every shot Lara fires can tip the momentum of a fight. On top of that, Vex also provides the same 9,957 armor penetration boost, giving Lara both stronger hits, and the ability to punch through defenses more effectively. So if we compare strictly by stats, the order is clear: Vex at the top, Fenris next, and Mara trailing behind. But numbers alone don't decide a battle. Base stats are powerful, but it's really the patronage skills that shape how a pet performs in live combat. And this is where each of these pets takes a different role for Lara Croft. Fenris unlocks Blind Rage at Violet rank. This skill gives Lara's basic attacks a 40% chance to blind the enemy for 2 seconds. That means out of 10 shots, roughly 4 can shut down the target's ability to land physical damage. Blinded enemies miss their auto attacks, and even their physical abilities won't connect. Against heroes like Ishmael or Ching Mao, who rely heavily on consistent physical hits, this is a game changer. The downside is that Blind Rage isn't always reliable. If the blind lands on a tank who isn't there to deal damage, it's wasted. And if the enemy has Sebastian, he can cleanse the blind entirely, nullifying the skill. Still, in matches where it does connect on the right targets, Blind Rage can cripple the enemy frontline and give Lara's team a significant advantage. Mara brings one of the most famous patronage skills in the game: Deadly Weakness. This ability extends the duration of control effects applied by the hero by a staggering 200%. For Lara, this transforms her steady shot stun from 2 seconds into a full 6 seconds. 6 seconds might not sound like much on paper, but in Hero Wars battles it's enormous. A stunned enemy contributes nothing, no damage, no energy generation, no abilities. Meanwhile, Lara's team keeps attacking freely, charging their ultimates at a much faster pace. This can swing the tempo of a fight completely in your favor. Normally, Mara is paired with control-focused heroes like Arachne, who rely on chaining disables. But when she's paired with Lara, she gives a pure damage dealer a sudden control role, turning Lara into a hybrid that can shut down threats while still dishing out massive physical hits. It's unconventional, but it can be deadly, especially if the enemy team lacks Sebastian or Chorus, who can reduce or cleanse control effects. Finally, let's look at Vex. His patronage skill, Deep Wounds, is one of the most devastating offensive tools in hero wars. Every time Lara attacks, she can stack up to 5 deep wounds on the target, with each stack lasting 8 seconds. Each stack increases the damage that all physical allies deal to that target by an additional 5036. Because Lara attacks quickly and consistently, she can keep these stacks active and refreshed throughout the entire fight. This doesn't just boost her own damage, it amplifies the entire team's damage against the marked target. Imagine pairing Lara with heroes like Dante or Kira. Their already strong physical damage suddenly cuts much deeper thanks to the bonus from Deep Wounds. This is why Vex isn't just good for Lara individually, he elevates the performance of the entire team, making him an incredible choice in any physical heavy lineup. After comparing all 3 skills, Blind Rage from Fenris, Deadly Weakness from Mara, and Deep Wounds from Vex, the best patronage for Lara depends on the enemy lineup. If the enemy has neither Sebastian nor Chorus, Mara is the strongest pick, extending Lara's stun to 6 seconds and giving huge control value. If the enemy has both Sebastian and Chorus, her stuns rarely land, making Vex the better choice with his reliable Deep Wounds damage boost. If only one of them is present, Mara can still be effective, though less consistent. Fenris remains the backup option, useful for disruption, but behind Vex and Mara unless they aren't available or developed. So there you have it, Lara Croft's patronage really comes down to making the right call for the right matchup. Vex shines when you want maximum damage for your whole team, Mara can completely flip a fight if control is on your side, and Fenris holds the line as a reliable fallback. The key takeaway is simple, know your enemy lineup, and you always know which pet gives Lara the edge. Now I want to hear from you, which pet do you prefer running with Lara Croft, and why? Drop your thoughts and experiences down in the comments, I always enjoy seeing how you approach these battles. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, so you never miss the next strategy guide. Remember, every choice you make shapes the battlefield. Choose smart, play bold, and victory will follow.